I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Hey, take it easy. Alright. Master cylinder is bench blade. Alright, I'm here with Wallace the 66. To give you a quick update, I've got brake drums on all four corners. I've ordered the parts to finish the brake lines themselves. I've got to remake brake lines. You spin those off when they're all rusted and seized like they were. So I've got to build all new lines from the master cylinder all the way back. Distribution blocks and the whole 9 yards. But while I wait for all that to arrive, I've already bought all of the parts to do the basic tune-up on this thing. So I'm just going to do that for now. Get a video out to you guys so you guys can see an update on this and see the progress is still being made. I'm about to start on the interior as well. It's going to start coming together real soon. One of the biggest holdups on this is going to be wiring. When I was up underneath there, the wiring does not look good, and I don't have brake lights at the back. So I'm going to have to dig in and find out how far forward I've got to come to find good copper to tie into for wiring in tail lights and that sort of thing. So that's where I'm at on this, but let me show you what I've got for this tune-up. I've got new plug wires, new plugs, just going with Motorcraft. They're made bi-Ford, so they're good for Fords. Going to be putting some anti-seize on the threads of those just so that they're easy to come out if I ever need to get them out again, which I most likely will. New cap, new rotor. I can't remember which one of those two parts. I bought one for my 99 Ram. It's right up there. And I can't remember which one's which, so I got to look that up. But I brought them both out just so I have them out here and I can get busy. This is the new ignition coil. Get some good hot spark rolling out of this beast. Some plugs for some holes in the firewall, that sort of thing, where the choke wire comes through. I need to get that plugged. I bought two different sizes because I wasn't sure exactly which one. Can't be without my aim. This bottle is pretty hammered and running a little low, so I got some more. Dig in the new packaging. Link down below. I would not be caught dead trying to work on something without that stuff. Wrenches to do all my things, basic tool kits, and some fuel for the soul. Let's do this. Wallace the 66. Start with spark plugs just because that's easy. Oh, my goodness. Come on. Get out. If you're gonna put anti-seize on your spark plugs, you don't need a lot. Just the tiniest bit. Works because it works its way down into the threads. So no need to get all crazy about it. There it goes. Sheesh. Good little tug. Good to go. I'm just going to put these back on just so I know exactly where they go and I don't have to do any guessing or top dead center, anything like that. And we'll just always know. It ran before I started this. It better run when I'm done. trying to hurry because my daughter's got a lacrosse game tonight, so I don't have a lot of time. Trying to get this done so I can get a video edited and out for you guys. Appreciate your patience on that. I have a full-time day job too, so oh, that one's got oil all over it. Interesting. That's probably the one that's burning oil. I wonder if I have a bent valve or something. Well, I might have to take the top end of this apart at some point too. Let's see what I got. Oh, it picks up so much nastiness from just down in that hole where the spark plugs go. These are motor craft I'm pulling out too. I just noticed that. Well, that's kind of handy. Just kind of run the threads across the shaft of this thing, and it picks up just enough to be good enough. One of those is the one that I smacked my elbow on the very first time I did this. I remember. That hurt. That hurt like the dickens. That's what the old timers say. So number 2 is the only one that's got oil, like wet oil, on the plug itself. So, got some investigation to do on that guy. Give one more tug on that just so I know it's as tight as the others. There we go. Doesn't have to be crazy tight, just tight enough. That back in place. Same thing, other side. I'm not going to video that because it's just spark plugs. Now that all the spark plugs have been swapped, time to open up that distributor again. I've already been in there one time, cleaned all the points, and just made sure that it was all the contact points, so that it would run the very first time. So now it's time to do a little swapperoo and replace it. Ooh. Shiny blue. Let's just see which one of these might be labeled number 1. Not the one I thought, that's for sure. Or I suppose it could be this one. Ooh, yep, sure enough. That one goes down to number 1. We have a winner. So it sits this way. I need to put my new plug wires in place. Let's pull them off one at a time. See which one lengthwise makes sense to go where. Ah, that was my head. Sure was. That sure was. All right. Next. This guy right here, number 2. That's number 2. This one came from 2 away to this guy. Alright, well, it works. Alright, fresh battery in the camera, and believe it or not, that's the same mounting bracket. I just took it on a wire wheel and used rust reformer on it. No paint, just rust reformer. And then this little tag right here that says 352 66 6, and then it's got the little FOMOCO, Ford Motor Company logo thing on it, and then 6G 291, S is in Sam. I have no idea what, I mean, I know what the 352 is, and I know what the 66 is. I'm guessing that the 6 is the month maybe of the manufacturer. Not sure. If you know how to read these tags, comment down below. I know I could look up on Google or whatever, but I'm busy. I'm getting busy. Alright, we're putting all the things back where we found them. That's the return spring for the throttle. We got to make sure we get that back on there, or we're going for a ride of our lives. Put that back on there as well, and using the same bolt. I didn't even bother cleaning that up on the wire wheel or anything, just putting it all back together. If I can find the hole to get that started. And of course my phone buzzes at this exact moment. It happens all the time. Well, what in the world's going on? What am I getting the hole? Don't mess with me. Hopefully I'm not cross-threading it. Make sure that spring return thing lines up how it's supposed to. Alright. Oop, oop, oop. Hold everything. Spring return moved. There we go. Perfectly in line. Pretty darn tight. Pretty darn. There. Yep. Flux capacitor is fluxing again. Alright, now hook these things up the way they were. Green's on the bottom. And that is the negative. By negative, it's labeled distributor, but red will go on this one here. There we go. And then we'll hook up this guy again. Let's test this out again, make sure it still works. This should have lots more sparkulating. Okay. I smell gas. I'm not sure that's getting a connection clear down inside there. Alright, we'll try that on for size. Getting any spark at all. It's gonna be my guess at this point. Oh. Took forever to get that thing in there. That's stupid. Gotta take it back out. going to be a grounding issue. It's going to be a grounding issue on that right there.
1 hour later.
So I put number 1 spark plug back in. Let me tell you what I've done. Pulled the distributor cap off, double checked my points, made sure I'm getting spark to the points, checked spark coming out to the spark plug, and was not getting spark. What it ended up being was the connection at the top of the coil was too narrow. It wasn't making a solid connection, so I widened that out so when I shove it in there, it's touching the outer ring. And now, because I did that, I'm now getting spark to at least my number 1 plug. So I'm putting plug 1 back in. Let's test this bad boy and see if it'll start again. It was running before we started this, so it should run again. I did all that with the ignition on, so I was getting spark down. Not gonna mess with anything, we're just going. Come on. And my battery's dead. We'll get a charger and get that thing on there. I should have done that while I was messing around too. Dang it. For a little change of pace, I'm going to put the master cylinder in. Just to get that done and out of the way so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Bench bled this. No more bubbles in it at all. It does still have just the rubber stopper in it, and it's been leaking a little. As you can see down there, I don't want to tip it too far. It'll probably leak out of the lid as well, but I want to get this in so that it's just out of the way. Don't have to mess with it anymore. Go. Now I just got to remember not to push the brake pedal because it'll just blow that rubber stopper right out of there. I actually did that when I was bench bleeding it. So, note to self, don't push the brake pedal yet. Might as well hook all these things up. It looks like that one went to the far side. This one went to the near side. And that's the same sensor that was on the original master cylinder. So we're kind of crossing our fingers hoping that that thing works. So the basic tune-up is done. Got the brake master cylinder in place. In the next video, we're making custom brake lines front to back, top to bottom, all the way throughout the entire thing. I got new wheel cylinders on all 4 corners. We're putting brand new lines to each of those. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up real soon. If you like this video, please give me a huge thumbs up. That helps me and my channel immensely. Really do appreciate that. Check the links down below for affiliate links and that sort of thing to the products and the tools that I use in each video. As always, follow me on Instagram. I post updates there, probably not as often as I need to or would like to, but anyway, you see things kind of ahead of where we are today in the videos. It takes a little while for editing and that sort of thing, so it's kind of a delayed process. So Instagram, you'll see kind of the current status of where things are at. I'll try to do more of that, so that's a little more valuable to those of you who actually follow me on Instagram. But this is Troy, DIY Home and Auto. Appreciate you guys following along. Wallace the 66. Got some new videos coming out on Midnight Maroon as well, so watch for those. Click the bell so you're notified, and subscribe if you are not already. If you are and you're a long-time watcher, really do appreciate it. It means a lot. Thanks guys, and we'll see you in the next one.